Hello, denizens of YouTube. Today we're still going to be trying a bit of like these little professional stick figures. I drew these a few of these last night, and we're still going to try and do some of these. Essentially, I'm still like doing the whole like drawing comics the Marvel way. We're still looking at that little book, and I just skipped around and then just still going to draw those. So yeah, I'm just going to be drawing some stuff, trying to draw these, and I will speak in my mind. So yeah, there's some other posters like this one was like a little gentleman, like just holding a little cane here, as you can see here. Just hold this, put this here, put this also here. Bada bing, bada boom, and then we get a little gentleman. Just gotta finish his legs. Yeah, as I stated before, I kind of want to start getting into well, I already got into comics. I want to like try and like make my own comics. This is, obviously that's going to be a bit hard considering I haven't, as I've said before, I also said before, haven't drawn like anything in the last like what 7 years, something like that. Yeah, but I'd say this is pretty good. Yeah, just gotta learn how to like get the proportions right, and then just try and do draw some better stuff. So, anyways, if I like anyways like I say before, like I got into comics like pretty recently, just watching like different like content creators like Grief, Comic Dre, like all those ones. Just excuse me, like just like I've just been watching them, and it's like, hey, I kind of want to get some comics. Like I say, and I first started off with like some free like first issues of that shown in like Google Books, and then got some graphic novels. Yeah, yeah, and I've said some before, like in my other comic reviews, like those things can be pretty expensive. Like those things can be like pretty damn expensive. Like up to like what 30 like hundreds of bucks. Like and those were like the omnibuses. Like I'm reading this one. It's the Hellboy omnibus. It's the cheapest one you can get. It's like 20 like 20 30 bucks, like 25 30 bucks, like something like that. And yeah, it's oops, oops. Yeah, you're also probably get my little thing. Yeah, because it looks more monkey than a man. Yeah, and I do these videos like just spontaneously. Like I don't usually don't have a script, especially as I probably should do that if I ever make a future comic review, which is I haven't done anything. Like I want to get through all my physical comics before I go on to some sites that allow me to read more comics. Because there are these two that I've read on said sites that are pretty interesting. One of well three. I mean, apologies. So yeah, the first one I read was this was I just clicked on like one of those sites randomly, and it just sent me to this like little comic called a vicious circle, I believe. Where essentially yeah, it essentially is like sort of like a psychological thriller about like this detective guy that trying to find like this other dude. But the cool thing is that it starts off like when you read it, and then when you see the beginning, like read the title and you see the beginning, like you may think it might like be something about like Black history and how like despite the progress it does, like it's still like there's still plenty of prejudice here. I just realized I've been using my damn word. Anyways, yeah, yeah, but like as it goes on, it's basically about like this detective guy trying to stop like this other guy, essentially trying to like changing history because they're locked into this like thing blah, 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 like sort of like time machine that malfunctioned and it burned up, and they sort of got these little powers, but it only activates if one of them kills somebody else. So if say they kill like a and so basically the whole thing works that if one of them kills another dude, then they travel through time, but not like randomly. They have to think of location on history, and then they travel through there, and they can travel through the future if they want to. And the whole reason is that like the other guy, like he's trying to by the way, like the main character is a black dude while the other one is a white dude, and the reason like the white dude wants to like rewrite history is because like in the future, like stuff like shit just hits the fan. Like it is a bad future. Like they'll like I remember like this page where like spoilers by the way, but like it was like this guy like giving away like selling like a bowls of eyeballs. So yeah, it gets real bad in the future. And so they essentially tried to do this. They essentially just try and like the other guy like the black guy like he figures out what he's trying to do is like and and maybe maybe wants to go back in like time to like maybe revisit like the family he had in the much older times, but they end up disagreeing a lot and spoilers for the final issue, but like it's like a 3 issue like a miniseries, like they're pretty long though, well like they're like 50 pages each, so yeah it's yeah. Yeah, spoilers for the final issue, but they end up disagreeing a lot on like how they should like approach it. That they just end up like fighting, and they leave a shotgun and a knife like in the caveman hours. So yeah, that was basically my unprompted review of that little one, and unprompted like summary of that thing. And like I thought would be cool, like a bit of an irony of it is that instead of like say it causes like a way worse future, it actually causes a better future because all the other cavemen like will be shocked if they ever actually killed that caveman with the weapons, and they'll be so shocked that they basically truly vow never to make any better weapons again, and they just essentially leads to like them advancing like technology for much beneficial ways instead of killing ways, But hey, it's a let's be real, it probably won't happen, especially with considered there's some people who just want money and power. Yeah, yeah, and on topic of money and power, the other one I read was I was looking up at another site that said that there are any like Jekyll and Hyde comics. And by the way, Jekyll and Hyde is like my favorite. The Strange Case of Doctor Jekyll and Mister Hyde is like my favorite story, and I think it's because like it's so simple. It's like so like yet it's so like malleable. It's like a colored Play-Doh. Like it's simple. It's like it's one thing, but like you can just shape it all any way you want it. It's just a pretty interesting. But yeah, like I wanted to see if there were any ones, but I saw this little crossover between Judge Dredd, the Predator, and Alien. It's called Dredd versus Aliens versus Predator. And the thing is that Dredd doesn't really fight the Predators. Like the only like versus Dredd does to the Predators is that he like fights some after like he like not even fight. He just like does like one panel. He like attacks the Predator for like a misunderstanding, but after that, like but Anderson, who's in the comic right away, just tells them that they're on their side, and then he just forgives them. He just creates temporary alliance with them, and then they try and fight some escapee xenomorphs. Just that fun sci-fi stuff. And if you don't know who Judge Dredd is, it's like it was just I wouldn't say like anti-hero at all. He's like anti-villain. Like he is a villain for like I guess the good reasons, but like he could just do some like evil stuff. Like he could be an enemy of Batman. Like if the law doesn't approve of it, then the law will essentially like then he will have to step in. Yeah, and that's a really the case because like some because I feel like in some like dread issues, like if you can like rename it to like the creep is actually the good guy, and dread is the bad guy, and just try and like rename it like the like to the like the main character of like the villain. Like some issues you can make easily make dread the villain, which is actually like in my Judge Dredd, like it's like the official case files volume 11. Like that thing can like there's this story about like this surfer dude who essentially like is able to like escape from one of his iso cubes and just participate in an Australian race, a deadly race by the way, and Dredd he's just on the he's just trying to find him and like bring him to justice because he escaped and therefore he is he's going to like serve more time. Yeah. Yeah, and the funny thing is that there's also this other part about this uh, little cult thingy called the Judder, who, uh, who if you straight up remove that whole plot point, it will straight up make a Dredd just look like the bad guy of the story. Like if you remove the Judder part, it will just make it was just straight up make Dredd the bad guy. Yeah. And what else was I going to say? Yeah. Essentially, that story ends with the the surfer dude. Like sky surfer dude. He just escapes and now like lives in like the Australian outback. Well, a more dangerous Australian outback, but like it's better like than to take chances with like any Australian judges. Which by the way, there are different types of judges, and the reason he was able to escape is because another Australian judge like just tells straight like, hey, this is a different land. We got different rules here, and that guy's too bad to be locked up. So yeah, they just yeah. But I can see why he won't like want to take any chances living in civilization in Australia. Dren may come back, or just there's there may be an Australian judge that does take the law a bit more seriously. Yeah, yeah, and yeah, yeah. To circle back on the third online comic, right? It's called the Strange Case of Mr. Hyde. Essentially, this murder mystery that involves like a Jekyll and Hyde as well as the Jack the Ripper cases. Which spoiler, but like in that universe, Doctor Utterson is Jack the Ripper. The Ripper of that story, and he just tries to and he basically created like this better formula, this the better Hyde formula, and he ends up just straight up killing people. Granted, like at surface level, you may think it's young adult, but it ain't. Like there's some blood and space, so there's like a sex scene in there. So yeah, granted it is on the back though. I don't remember any boobs showing, but like I wouldn't risk it like reading it with maybe in like the same room as your parents. But yeah, just gonna drop a bit more of these two guys. Yeah, yeah. Like I said before, like these videos just come spontaneously. Like I don't really like plan these out. Like maybe I might do in like any future comic personal reviews on other comics, but like yeah, this is how it happens. Like I just do this spontaneously. Like I don't know this YouTube thing. I'm just gonna do like my own thing. Like I'm gonna try my best not to like look at any tutorials on how to this is the best way to become the greatest YouTuber ever. Just want to do my own thing. Like I ain't even using like those regular like stuff like Filmora or like whatever. Like I'm using just like this Microsoft recording tool that and like it does offer some. Use my pencil film. It does offer some stuff, but like it is pretty limited. Like I can like put screenshots and everything, like screenshots and screen recordings and everything. I can just do like put some music in, just whatever I want. Yeah, yeah. Just doing this. Just gonna try and fill up this space a bit more. Just gonna put more of these little stickmen. Stickmen. Add a little another doing this, and over here. Here we go. Another head. So yep. So yes, head over here. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Just basically just trying to do my own like thing, like my own niche. Just like drawing and comics. That's what my channel to be about. Just drawing and comics. Yeah. And like I will probably get maybe some manga, but like I'm more interested in comics at the moment. Like I do have a manga which I stated before in probably my old videos is like my other videos is like the Junji Ito like Frankenstein collection. I get Frankenstein collection, which is pretty like neat. Yeah, and contains like Frankenstein like so like a little rewritten version because it does have like some changes of it and plus some bonus like stories like one story like I remember was and there was I really freaking hate the reason the reason I hate like body horror and like other like stuff that goes over to your limbs is that I like basically end up like feeling it, like you just feel it. You ever get this like feeling when you're watching something like watching some like insects and you like insects or like watching like some like brutal like video game or fictional killer like and you just end up like feeling it in like your body or something like that's what I feel like that's what ends up feeling it. And like in that story in that little manga with trigger one by the way, but there's this lady who ends up in like this like experimental ear like cleaning thingy, like not ear clean, it's like a little like special ear it's a special like ear medical thing like a machine, and like the only professional doctor who was did it ended up tripping and falling downstairs, and to make a bad situation worse is well well she's in a floor where almost like no doctors come in, like nobody comes in, like she could scream if she wants, but at that point she essentially has no mouth and can't scream, like nobody goes up in that floor season. And yeah, that's essentially the comic. I'm just going to do like drop a bit more of these things. Yeah, this here, do this here. See, I don't know, so I send a video. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Bye. No, no. Apologies. That was my parents. Like, I'd like to do this like by myself, mainly due to the fact that, like my parents like I gotta have to help my parents a bit. So you're just gonna do this one more thing. Yeah. Look at these beautiful people. Yeah. And, yeah. I don't know how to end the video, so okay. Cool. Good. Bye bye now.